Hello and welcome to another edition of the presentation of Usoft Solutions U School. My name is Felix Fosu. As always, presented with a login. So you start U School and enter your username and password. Now, once you are in this edition, we want to look at the academic settings. And this can be found under the menu Settings, Academics. Under Academic Settings, we have two options. Now, the two options, first, we have the academic year. The academic year has to do with the term that we set. We have the first term, second term, and third term. The system has been designed for such model of Ghanaian education, where we have the first term, second term, and third term. So to begin the term, we set the start date of the term, and this is particularly tailored along the Ghanaian line, where we have the first term, which is the beginning of the academic year from September to December, and January to April as the second term, and the third term typically from May to July or August. So the system is so structured. So depending on the date range you select, the system will generate the academic year. So let's say the term we are in begins from 7th May to July ending. So let's say 31st July or 1st August. And so when you select the third term, the system automatically generates the academic year. Now, if we select first term, we see we have invalid academic year. This is simply because the academic year, that the term that we are selecting does not fall within the term's duration. May and August is supposed to be a third term. That is why second term and first term are both giving us an invalid academic year. But when I select third term, it generates the 2018-2019 academic year for me. So once I select my date range, then I select the term that I am in. So typically, if I select September, any date between September, let's say September 10th to December, let's say December 19th, and I select first, this one will give me 2019-2020 academic year. So when I select second term, it will be invalid, and when I select third term, it will also be invalid. So this is just to prove the point that the system is tailored along the Ghanaian line of academics. And so we have this, let's say 1st August, then third term, then I get the 2018-2019 academic year. Now, here we have the number of days in a term. This is the number of days that will be used on the terminal reports attendance, where you have the number of days the student is present in school as against the total number of days in the term. For the school that has its settings set to its academic settings or its attendance settings set to system, this date will automatically be computed. So you only put 0 here. But where it is manually done, that is the attendance of students is manually marked, you set your number of days in the term. You can come back and review this number of days and the date range anytime that you want. So supposing you couldn't get the exact date and time during school vacation, you can come back within the term and correct it. Now, another thing to note is that once you set this term, the system automatically closes the current active academic term. So currently, you can see that the active term is term 5, which is third term 2018-2019, with the start date and end date and the number of days in the term. So for instance, after school reopening, we realized that no, we are not spending 55 days because we are going to have midterms, which will be 2 days. We can right click and edit this. And now we can change the start date and the end date, but we can't change the term. But we can also change the number of days. So let's say we are going to have 3 days midterm. So instead of 55, it's 52 now. The vacation date is also still 15th August. Okay, in case it's not 15th August and we want to change it, we can also change it. So from here, we can edit this. And now we can see that there are now the number of days in the term is now 52 days. So this is where we set the academic year or the term, and this is done whenever we are closing the term. So what this is done before school vacates, because we will need the date in preparing the bill, and so we will come back to that one on the academic year settings when we are doing billing. So basically, setting this term, we define the start date and the end date and the term and the number of days in the term. And this closes the existing term and opens the new term. So as we speak now, the system is in third term of the 2018-2019 academic year. Thank you. Now, another settings under academics is the classes. Now, the various sections that we have defined: nursery, lower primary, upper primary, GHS, kindergarten, final year, pre-final. Now, you can give any number of classes that you have. So, for instance, we have kindergarten. Now, I can create any class under kindergarten with any name that I like. So let's say we have KG1, KG2. Maybe we have KG2A as a class. I can add it and we see it added to the list. If we have KG2B, I can add it. I can change the name of this class to be KG2B. I want to edit the other one and make it KG2A. So we see we have KG2B. Now I want to edit KG2 in case we have two classes there. So KG2 have A and B. So I can edit this and now I have KG2A. If we happen to have KG1 A and B as well, I can have it. And I can create as many classes that I want under this class. And this is no restrictive in any way. You can type if it is the full name, different from the normal class 1, class 2, class 3. And I know others have other interesting names. You can have all of them apply. So you can edit the name of any class and add as many classes as you have per the various sections. As we have defined, the sections refers to the divisions of the school, more or less departments or groupings or divisions in the school. So that is that for our academic settings. Thank you and have a great day.